Okay.
So, let's see, so I can speak. I thought, we should, a good place to start is with what's actually working well.
Yeah.
What's this, what's working here in terms of, since you moved in?
A, it's way better than being homeless.
Yahoo! Yahoo!
Okay? And
the view has
I
moved.
figured that I've been in so many issues in so many places that the bullies get away with what they get away with. And majority of the managers, they don't correct the situation. And I shouldn't have to be woken up out of my sleep.
We're starting with what's working.
Just one moment.
Okay.
I shouldn't have to be woken up in my sleep when somebody's laughing very, very loud and calling me he, she, and making me feel really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And my stress level goes way up.
Okay.
And it affects my behavior.
Angela, can we?
Okay? And no, let me chat.
Okay.
Okay? I'm getting a little bit more comfortable in my place.
Oh, good.
And I think that when I get more comfortable, the more they don't want me to be there.
Who's they?
My neighbors.
Oh. 2 neighbors?
There's 4, and the rest I get along with. There's people who don't like trans women, and they use it against me. There's people who are in the garden right now that does that to me. And do I know their names? I don't even want to know their names.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want to deal with their dislikefulness. Okay, this is a downtown east side. There's a mix of variety of people here. Okay, it takes a little bit for them to get to know me, get to know my character, and that's just natural for everybody.
Okay, so before we get into the details of what's not working, I just wanted to point out a couple of things that I've seen that are working. I've seen some amazing interactions between you and some of the tenants.
Yeah. I get along with some of the tenants, but
and then the other thing I've seen is you've been transforming your space, and it's looking better and better all the time. It's feeling more like a home. And so I think that's another positive.
Yeah, but there's a positive thing is I get more comfortable, and all of a sudden there's a note on my door. Where does that come from? I don't understand this. Okay? There are situations that I come out of the elevator, come into the elevator, and I feel negativity right away. I'm a double Pisces, and it's just people are people, and if they can't accept me, why are they in this building in the first place? I have multiple barriers, and if I lose my keys or misplace my keys, and I need to go out and I need to get a coffee, I shouldn't have a lecture to say, oh, it's your job. I'm going through PMSD, post-stress syndrome, multiple barriers, SOC syndrome, traumatized syndrome. I'm trying to keep it together. I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a sales lady.
Yeah.
As you said,
Yes, we saw it.
one of the workers from the government office wants to buy my swag.
Nice.
Okay? It's just, I want to develop myself. I want to keep on staying here. I want them to stop their crap of their mocking me.
So my
understanding is if you're in a building, you don't talk very loud, and the average person doesn't talk very loud and giggle very loud and call people's names. That's so hurtful. It traumatizes me, and when I'm shocked, my sweat level, I stink worse.
So name calling is unacceptable in my opinion, and so I think in terms of the building and how they can manage, they will need specifics. So they'll need, in order to.
I'm just totally shocked as a politician. I'm totally shocked that this behavior, why should it have to be continued?
So yeah. So
you know, there's a lot of addicts, there's mental disability people here, there's wheelchair people. I try to give my respect. I try, even when there are people who are trying to deliver, what floor do you live on? Or a delivery guy comes in, or a nurse needs to be in, or something like that. I'll go out of my way to help you. But please don't threaten me like 607 did twice.
So
don't threaten me. That's scaring me. That's putting me to the point that, oh my God, what is this person going to do? Punch me next time?
There was a specific verbal threat from 607?
Yeah, not a... Can confirm that. And I shouldn't have to be living in the same level as that person verbally threatening me, or me having panic attacks coming out of my suite. Who am I going to meet into? Who am I going to run into? That scared me. I shouldn't have to put up with that.
No, nobody should have to put up with any sort of.
And
so we're here to support you, and so
you know, and the lady is saying, well, how many times you go out of your suite? It doesn't matter. It's none of your business. It's my suite. If I want to be proactive, and if you don't like it, tough titty. You know, I want to get along, but there's some people that don't even want to try.
What do you say?
To put the effort into saying, she's just another human being. She's just another woman. Why are you picking on me? Because you're in a closet? Because you are so ignorant that you have to go out of your way replanning this in their mind before they go into a building and mock somebody and waking me up. She says, why do you sleep in the middle of the day? That's my business. It's my stress level and my body needs to sleep, or my mind needs to sleep. I'm going to sleep. And I don't expect somebody shocking me out of my sleep. That's disturbing my peace. That shouldn't go on.
So the thing that's hard to manage sometimes is noise. I've been dealing with our neighbors doing construction. It's driving me
That's
on.
that's construction.
So, but if you have naps in the middle of the day, there's also, you know, I'm just trying to.
Yeah, you're trying to make an excuse
I'm not
for somebody that's laughing very, very loud, and it disturbs my neighbor.
Yeah.
Okay? It doesn't just disturb me. It disturbs my neighbor beside me.
Oh, yes.
On the left side. Oh yeah, because she told me.
Okay.
Why?
And you nap around the same time.
Right,
So
you
I
guys,
wonder-
you ladies know that.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe it's worth.
That's my schedule. My schedule. I'm an entrepreneur. I work for my life.
So I think it's
I
fair.
work for what I have. I think it's fair for them to come in to the building, not giggle as high as you can, to interrupt whoever you please to interrupt.
Yeah. Is it in the hallway
it's
that it's
not-
happening, or is it in their own rooms?
Yeah.
It's in
So I
the
think it's
hallway?
fair for.
Yeah, she comes in the hallway, echoes. So when it echoes, it amplifies.
So Angela, I think it's fair to let her know the time.
We already, me and Nada already
Talk to her about this.
talked to her about this.
Okay.
Okay? But some people, they do not want to change. Okay? I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
I'm very mindful to give people space. That's my character.
So can we start with your biggest concern right now? What is your biggest concern right now? Is it the person that uttered a threat,
It's
or the
it's
think we have to start somewhere.
Yeah.
It's that one, and it's 605, and it's the neighbor on my right side, and the lady. I don't even know these characters. I personally don't know them. I personally, if they don't respect me, I shouldn't have to spend my energy to respect them.
So,
If they, yeah, it's just. I feel like I'm a crazy yo-yo toy.
so one thing that's making everything challenging.
Do you understand the philosophy and the ethics that I'm trying to explain?
Yeah.
The situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm just another tenant. I've been here almost 1 year.
So the other thing that's making.
It's been almost 1 year. And
I just wanted to say.
it took a long time for me to get out of the rut and get a little bit better.
Mm-hmm. So there's one other factor that's made things really challenging, and that is COVID-19. So people are home a lot more than normal. So that's making life challenging for all the tenants. And the other unfortunate thing is,
That's
can you just finish, please? That there NADA used to do a whole lot more community building in the building, and so there's opportunities to get to know your neighbors and understand.
I don't want to get to know all my neighbors. I get along with my neighbor on the right side or the left side, and the lady that I get along with, and I get along with that tiny lady that just moved in, and 608, I think,
Well, we
and
said,
607. That's the guy who threatened me, and not just once, twice.
what kind of threat was it?
A verbal threat to harm me.
So he was going to physically hurt you? What was the language? I am going to hurt you.
You're lucky. She said, "Oh, you're lucky. You're half woman, or I would have knocked you out a long time ago." That's and the other time was I was talking to the mail lady because we get along, and he wanted to in the building, and why should I have to interrupt my chat with another lady to help you because you're not being respectful, you're not being anything like that. So why should I have to go out of my way if you're going to be rude to me? And the mail lady agreed with me. You shouldn't help him if he's not to attempt to get out of your way or attempt to meet your needs as a female.
So Nada, could you take us through the complaint process? Because there's a process in your building for complaints, right?
There is, and before we get to the complaints process, Angela, it sounds like there's some awesome things that are happening. You've been here almost a year, and there's a few neighbors that you like, and we do have a process. But what I wanted to get to is that, remember, we've had a number of conversations about living in community, kind of reasonable noises that happens in shared spaces. Now, I get that no one really knows your schedule, and that can be very difficult for folks to navigate the shared spaces.
No. You're making an excuse for 605 that she knows already my schedule. Okay? And that doesn't make her an excuse to giggle as long as she can and call me a he, she to snap me out of my sleep.
But can we agree?
That is harassment.
Okay, but can we agree that in shared spaces, they're actually shared spaces. We use them as pathways to get to and from our suite. We converse with neighbors, and I think that has to be a reasonable expectation because we all live together in one building.
Not everybody harasses everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, and
Absolutely.
that's exactly what's happening, okay? She doesn't accept that I need to rest, and she works, but I'm an independent worker, and she doesn't get that why do I sleep in the middle of the afternoon? Because she already said that to me.
Yeah.
No, she's doing this on purpose.
And I think this brings me to the understanding that in order to understand everyone's concerns, so I can have those conversations with folks, I need to be able to communicate not only with you, but with that tenant that you're having an issue with, so that these things don't fester and get
I know.
big.
I already had this conversation with you, and then
Totally.
it's getting bigger.
Yeah, and exactly.
Okay, I brought it to your attention when it first started happening,
Absolutely.
and it has to stop.
But one of the things that I need from you, Angela, like one of the things that I really need from you, so that I can have these like really in-depth conversations with tenants, is I just need to have a little bit more detail. I need to have like what exactly was said. Now you provided me a note, and for me it's quite hard to
That's
decipher.
the second note.
Yeah.
Where's
absolutely.
the first one?
And I think that's why we're having this conversation, is because
Where's the first one?
it's in your file folder. But again, like what helps me is really understanding a little bit more detail.
That should be 20 or 30. I should have put in every time they arrest me.
Sure. And
Okay.
and I would appreciate that, just so I can go back and have those conversations with those folks. And also be able to come to you and voice like my concerns, and maybe have a possible resolution that's going to work for everyone, because we're all neighbors and we still have to live together, you know. And I think
I just
what our
asked them to
outcome
be a
is,
little bit more quieter and don't mock me, my gender.
sure, like that's another thing. Like I like Carrie said, like unacceptable language.
That's
being
bullshit.
derogatory is
And
not
she works for
appreciated or allowed.
Atira,
Yeah.
right? And what Atira people did is hate crime me out of their building. And she knows this.
So
Okay, she defriended me after about 2 or 3 days after I moved in. Then she started mocking me, misgendering me, and telling everybody I'm my suite.
yeah, and I would.
I'm
like
not
to have
gonna
a
lie to you,
conversation.
Nada.
No,
I have no reason.
Angela, that's not what's happening here. Like I don't expect that people are lying to me at all. I just think that if I want to be, you know, the manager that I want to be and help folks, you know, then I just need to have a little bit more information so I can go and have those conversations and find an outcome that's gonna serve all of us well, right?
That's reasonable, yeah.
And so if you're agreeing to that with us, then that's what I'd like to happen.
I already agreed with that.
Okay. So
But
like,
you're saying that it's not my responsibility.
no, I think it's all of our responsibilities, and I have responsibility in this as well, and I just need
You
to
get a
get more
large
information.
responsibility to correct their
Sure.
behavior.
But the only way that
I don't
can-
want to go to the next level. I don't
Okay.
need to go to the next level. If I have to go to the next level, I will.
Sure.
Protect myself. Okay,
No
it's
one's
the
gonna
human rights.
stop
It's
you,
a human
Angela.
rights thing.
No one's gonna stop
Yeah,
you.
I have to tell her to stop or get eviction notice. Tell her to stop and tell that guy to stop fucking threatening me or get him off getting him off my suite, my floor. I do not want to even see him.
But
he makes me feel.
apologized, right? He came back and apologized.
He apologized and he
and
did
you
it again.
accepted- And you accepted
No.
the apology.
Excuse
and
me,
you guys
excuse
had a
me, excuse me,
conversation?
excuse me. He apologized. Then he threatened me again.
Okay, so that's a different situation that like I would like to address with him, but.
But I already told
remember,
you about
I
this.
was here that day,
But
and so
the couple days later
Right.
on, he did it again.
Yeah, and I guess
What-
that's the details that I'm just
You're looking for
I need to
specifics,
have.
like specific
If I
things
threatened
that-
anybody in that fucking floor, I'll be evicted right away.
So what-
If I punch somebody, I'll be on the camera.
Yeah,
Okay?
and I've always
And I
said,
got
like,
hate crimed at 801 East 6th Avenue because of this little smurf that's living beside me that I could have knocked out, but I didn't.
Yeah,
And
I
I'm
think
very
violence
capable.
serves
I'm very
many of us
angry.
wrong.
I'm
I
very
hear you.
angry and frustrated that these clowns have to do what they need to do to survive. Because that's how they survive. They survive on picking on people.
So what's what did he do again? I'm not clear on that.
Yeah, I think maybe I missed it too, so.
I already said it. already.
But this is the thing, like, it's hard to address things if they're not, if the details are missing.
Nobody should be threatening nobody in the building.
We all
agree
agree
with
with
that.
that, yeah.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go. I think I had enough of this.
But Angela, can we agree to maybe revisit this, because I think it's
Why
really,
revisit?
Because I think it's
I already
really
said what I
important.
need to say.
I think it's really important for all of us to find solutions in order to make sure that our home is our home.
I don't need to be picked on.
No,
No,
you
and
should not be
that's
picked
why I
on.
think it's really important for all of us to revisit this conversation, because I can't do my job if
Yeah, I think it's just, we all wanna support you, and we all want you to be happy here, so that's just why we wanna talk it out. It's not,
I shouldn't have to be picked on their own satisfaction.
No.
That's totally it.
and we absolutely agree with that.
And she knows my
Absolutely.
sleeping schedule, and she knows that I sleep in the afternoon. That's when she gets back home. Then she yells and laughs very loud and call me names. And I don't need to be threatened by my neighbors. Simple. Please try to correct the situation. And I don't
think
want
that's why we're
to.
here,
Yeah.
though,
I don't
right?
want to revisit this issue. I just want to have a timeout and go.
Yeah,
Okay? I don't need to revisit this because I live this every day.
if revisiting it would help resolve it, would you be open to that, if we wanna help
I'm
resolve-
already having the conversation now, so
Which is
you
good.
know what's happening, so please correct it. It's simple.
Yeah.
Maybe go, please.
do you want do you guys wanna do blood work?
Can we go, please? She doesn't need to know my business. That's confidential.
Okay.
Thank you. Thanks, Angela.
Thank you for your time, Rhoda.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
You know how to get a hold of us when we'll be around.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm more than happy to talk about the complaints process that the Bloom Group offers so when you have a
I
moment.
just need for them to stop their rubbish.
I can actually give you this and you can read it on your own.
Yeah, come on. I have spinal problems, okay, ladies?
We're just being kind and polite, respectful, and saying our goodbyes. Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.